Howdy folks, Craig's your senior Hot Nuts Diecast. Well, in case you hadn't known or hadn't heard, I happen to be the recipient of a pretty nice prize pack from Chaos Canyon. Tom Spanners Watson, Frank the Guru Gibbs, gracious host, sending me a really cool prize pack, awesome trophies. I happened to win the race and Best in Show. Thank you all very much for voting for me. I really do appreciate it, man. Put a lot of time and effort into these builds, not only to make them quick, but make them look good. That one over there went over across the pond as well. Wasn't quite up to snuff, so that one ran and won the event. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and run off all of these cars, and the way it turned out to be, the count was right at 32 cars. And you could have opted to send 2 cars. Not everybody did. A lot of people just sent one. But yeah, we got stacked up here in the ranks. This is how they're going to line up. And if you had sent 2 cars in, you're going to race yourself, and then the faster of your 2 cars will move on. So that's how that's going to work. But yeah, this ought to be pretty fun, man. I wanted to give you all another chance to see your cars on the track. Especially some of those, guys that are veterans. You put a lot of work into these things. Some newer people that have really built some great stuff lately. I'll tell you what, man, there's a lot of new people in the hobby that are really fast, showing some speed. There's old Puff. He's been at it a while. Big D. So yeah, you can see the names here. This is what was posted on the race footage that I saw. Kind of went back and did a little bit of research to find out who was who in these cars, and I'm just going to go by what I have written down, what was going on the video that Chaos Canyon put out. So if you would, hang out with old Craigster, we'll get these things down the track. Chaos Canyon, Mustang Memorial, Moonshine Dragster, track racing stuff. And just for the record, track temperature tonight here in the old garage right at 74 and a half. Yeah, it's fairly cool out here. Nice and comfortable, humidity's down. Should be a good night for racing. Spin the old wheel and start racing. Okay, first 2 up in the blocks. Over there in lane 1, we have Hamilton Lewis in that number 44. He was weighing in at 45 grams. And over in lane 2, we have Yuno Matsaki in that number 2, weighing in at 47 grams. Let's see which one's going to move on to round 2. All right, 1.517 to a 2.7. Okay, time to beat, laid down by number 44 there. And Hamilton Lewis, 1.517 is the time to beat. And nothing's been done to these cars. Straight out of the box. Let's see what they got. Uh-oh. And a 2.529. All right, the next 2 contenders in the blocks we have over there in lane 1, we've got Sparky Racer, that number 59, weighing in at right at 46 grams. And then over here in lane 2, we've got J-Bo, that number 97, weighing at 49 grams. I raced against J-Bo. He was pretty stout. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, showing it here on the drag strip too with a 1.494. Okay, J-Bo laying down that 1.494, time to beat. And Proven with a 1.490. All right, and just for the record, I should have been writing this down right from the jump on the first couple of passes, but that one got my attention. So we're gonna start record this from here on out. Check it out, 1.490. Okay, next up we've got old Big Chuck. He's driving a number 3, Now, the one in lane 1 was the one that actually raced at Chaos Canyon. His backup car or secondary car is in lane 2. And, you know, you never know. The car that was fast and raced may have gotten beaten up to the point where now the secondary car might be faster in the drag race here. So we'll see. Interesting. And whoa, look at there. There's another 9.4 to an 02. Let's swap them. Okay, so that first pass was definitely interesting. Looks like the backup car with a 1.494. Time to beat. And uh-oh, did we beat a 9.4? Oh yeah, now the other car's waking up. 8.9. That one will be moving on. Yeah, so just like that, Big Chuck stepping up with a 1.489, taking over the fastest pass. Thought J-Bo would hang on a little longer, but there we go. Let's move on. All right, next up we've got Lauro there in the 409 cars. And the one in lane 1 was the one that actually raced. Lane 2 is the backup car. Let's see which one's quicker here. And the one that was racing with a 1.493 to a 9.7. Not too shabby. Okay, Lauro here. Up there we have swapped lanes. 1.493 laid down by the car now in lane 2. Let's see which one's quicker. 5 to a 9.7. Okay, now I believe this is the last pairing of same builder cars for the left side of the bracket at least. And over there in lane 1, this is Foxy Corn, the number 357. Car in lane 1 was the one that actually raced at Chaos Canyon, but I'll tell you what, that coupe there, 67 coupe, not looking too shabby. See which one's quicker here. And yep, Fastback getting this one with an 05 to a 15. Okay, we'll swap lanes. Fastback for Foxy Corn, laying down a 1.505. And taking this one as well, matching that. Track's running good. All right, now the next pairing is two different race teams. Over there in lane 1, we've got Wreckin' Ralph, that number 21, weighing right at 50 grams. And over in lane 2, Ragin' Ricky, that number 33, he was tipping the scales at 53. See if that gives him an advantage here on the drag strip. Did that time. 8.6 to a 9.8. Look at there. Okay, so the weight advantage definitely does come into play. Obviously, it's probably more so in drag racing than in open track racing, but 1.486 laid down by Ragin' Ricky. And an 8.9 backing up with another good time. All right, so just for the record, I went ahead and added Ragin' Ricky's time there with a 1.486 with the asterisks due to the overweight deal, but we're going to go ahead and keep both of these guys on the board for now and see what happens. Okay, well, this is certainly one car I was looking forward to watching race. Old Big Mike over there from NZ Racing, he had the Speed Demon Award. He got the prize, but I got his car. We're going to go ahead and see how fast he is here at Old Moonshine Drag Strip. Racing against Fat Al in that number 92, weighing in at 50 grams. Big Mike's number 4 weighing in at 49. Let's see it. Uh-oh. 496 to a 06. Whoa. Okay, well, check the wheels again, and everything seems to be rolling fine. Just maybe wore out from all that racing. He had some speed over there at Chaos Canyon, Possum Hills. Full show. And both of them slowing down a little bit. 04 and an 08. Okay, this is the last pairing for round 1 of the left side. And over there in lane 1, we have the Mad Trash Man at number 260, weighing in at 49 grams. And Arlo Racing Lando, number 69, over here weighing 49 grams in lane 2. Look at there, 1.475. Setting a new fast pass. All right, Lando laying down a commanding 1.475. Time to beat. And even proving that with 1.474. Awesome. Okay, yeah, that is going to be a tall order to beat there. Probably with that killer 1.474. See if anybody can top that. Good job there, Lando. All right, and this here is the first pairing of round 2 over there in lane 1. We've got J-Bo and we've got Hamilton Lewis over in lane number 2. Let's see who's going to move on to round 3. J-Bo with another 1.494. He's consistent. All right, J-Bo laying down a 1.494. Time to beat. Taking this one as well with a 9.9. All right, your next pairing for round 2. Big Chuck over there in lane number 1. Laro in lane 2. Laro taking this one with a 9.1 to a 9.2. Good race. All right, swap lanes here. Laro laying down a 1.491. Time to beat. Uh-oh. And an 8.9 will do it. Both improving, but yeah, he'll be moving on. Okay, here we go. Next pairing over there in lane 1, we've got Rage and Ricky. And over in lane 2, we've got Foxy Core. See which one's going to move on to round 3. Rage and Ricky with an 8.7 to an 0.2. Okay, we swapped lanes there, 1.487. Time to beat. Back to the 9.4. Rage and Ricky moving on. Okay, next up we got Fat Al over there in lane 1. And Lando, lane 2. See it. And a 7.6. Good time. Okay, we did a swap-a-rooski here. Time to beat 1.476. 7.4. Get there. Okay, moving right along. Over there in lane 1, we got Big Chuck versus J-Bo. Lane 2. J-Bo taking this one with a strong 4.88. Okay, we swap lanes now, and time to beat is a 1.488. Laid down by J-Bo. Now in lane 1. Oh, did he beat an 8.8? He did with an 8.7. Big Chuck going to be moving on. Wow. All right, next 2 up in the blocks. Lando over there in lane 1. Rage and Ricky. Lane 2. Let's see. 7.6 to an 8.9. Let's swap. Okay, swap lanes 1.476. Time to beat. Taking it. Another 7.4. Consistent. Alright, so this is quite an upset here, in my opinion. Big Chuck over there in lane 1. I could have swore that would have been Big Mike or J-Bo or a couple others, but boy, I'll tell you, he shined through this against Lando here. Let's see what he can do. Alright, Lando getting around there with a 7.8 to a 9.2. Okay, Big Chuck needs to step it up. He wants to beat that 1.478. Not happening, but Lando doing another 1.478. Nice job. Okay, so there is your left side finalist contestant. That would be Lando. And then it'll be the battle for 3rd and 4th with Big Chuck. And we'll see who's going to take him on from the right-hand side. Stand by. All right, taking the action over to the right-hand side of the bracket. Over there in lane 1, we've got Hot Rod in that number 15, weighing in at 45 grams. And Meow Max in the 00 and 45 grams even. Let's see what they got. Meow Max with a 1.505 to a 1.2. Let's swap them. Okay, Hello Kitty over there. Lane 1, laying down a 1.505. Time to beat. Meow Max. Blackjack approved with another 1.505. Moving on. All right, continuing on. Right side of the bracket. Round 1, we got Big D back over here now in lane 1. That number 20 weighing in at 47 grams. And Always Fast Puff over there in lane number 2, the number 29, weighing in at 49 grams even. See who's quicker on the drag strip. Old Puff getting out with a 1.489. We'll swap them, see what happens. Old Puff, he's another veteran builder. Can't count him out, especially on the drag strip. 1.489, time to beat. And getting a 9.4, he'll be moving on. All right, next up we've got one of those pairings of team cars, so we're going to find out which one's faster. One over there in lane 1, Da Bomber, and that number 63, and the coupe there, 47 grams, and then the fastback, it weighed under 46, right around 46. But let's see which one of these two is quicker. No, the fastback taking this one, and we'll have to rerun that. Okay, we had a little surgiflickle there, so gotta rerun this one. And the same result, 9.7 to an 0.2. Swap lanes here. The fastback laying down a 1.497. Fastest one so far. And coming back with a 9.6. The 67 coupe will be moving on, the one that raced. All right, another team pairing up here. I got Spodiotes number 42. The one that is in lane 1 is the one that actually raced over there. But backup car in lane 2. Let's see which one's quicker here. And the OG with a 1.495. Okay, lane swap. 1.495. Time to beat. And yeah, keep taking this one as well with a 1.490. Definitively moving on. So this is a little interesting. Not quite sure what the intent was here, but it kind of threw me when I first opened all these cars up. We got this here, number 8 from Greg, 49 grams. That's the one that actually raced. But the first one I ran across was this in the package, and I was like, oh no, somebody's car got totally smashed and ruined in shipping. I don't know, boy, oh boy, that's a bummer, because that car was cool looking. And it definitely does not roll well. Got the hand brakes on. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. Leave me a comment on, why you sent that one all beat up like that. I just wanted to get your input on that. Thought it was really creative and interesting. There we go. Let's take these two to the top. Oh, and by the way, instead of Joe Nobody, guess who's in there? Old Frankie Guru Gibbs. Check it out. Okay, so we got Greg over there in lane 1, and in place of Joe Nobody, got Frankie Guru Gibbs making it across the pond. See what happens. Oh, Frankie put the beans to it, but oh man, timer malfunction again. All right, well, having some power fluctuations over here, therefore I'm having timer issues. It's not the timing system's fault, but having some power fluctuations. Let's try that again. Frankie giving it the beans once again with a 9.7. Good run. All right, Frankie Guru Gibbs over there in lane 1. Greg better step on it himself if he's going to pass him up. And Frankie taking this one as well with an 0-1 to a 1-6. Okay, our next pairing we have over in lane 1, the Crazy Canuck. And in lane number 2, we have Raw Sun God. He's quicker. Crazy Canuck with a 15 flat. Let's swap lanes. And by the way, both these cars weighing in at 49 grams even. Time to beat 1.500, laid down by the Crazy Canuck. Taking this one as well with a 9.8, improving and moving on. Okay, let's see what we got here. Owlman over there in lane 1 at number 38, winning at 45 grams. Bruce in the number 26 at 49 grams. Let's see what happens. That's Bruce with a 1.485 to an 8.7, both good times. Okay, Owlman needs to beat a 1.485. Wants to move on. Does it do it? No, an 8.7 won't beat an 8.5. Okay, the last pairing here in the right-hand side of the bracket, round 1. Over there in lane 1, Mr. Dark, he was pretty fast over there at Chaos Canyon. Thing weighing in at 50 grams even. And then old Giorgio, number 27 at 46 grams. Both of these guys were in the finals with me, along with Raw Sun God, who you saw just run a minute ago. See which one of these two is quicker. Good race. 15.02 to an 0.4. Alright, maybe these cars need to just get warmed up, but I was hoping for a little more speed out of these two, but let's see what they'll do. 0.2, time to beat. And this will do it. Yes, there we go, with a 1.498, Mr. Dark. Moving on. Okay, I'm expecting this to be a pretty good race. Here we got Puff over there in lane 1. Yao Max from Hello Kitty in lane 2. And it is a good race, 8.6 to an 0.1. Pretty good run there, 1.486. Time to beat. That's taking this one as well with a 9.0. He'll be moving on. Next matchup, we got Spodioti over there in lane 1 and the Bomber in lane 2. Spodioti 1.490. Let's swap them. All right, the Bomber needs to get a 1.490 or better if he wants to move on. Spodioti saying nope with an 8.9. Moving on. Okay, next round here we've got Crazy Canuck over there in lane 1. And stepping in for Joe Nobody, we got Frank the Guru Gibbs over in lane 2. Better hit the beans, let's go. And he does. 1.499. Let's see if the Canuck can do anything about it. Okay, time to be 1.499. Does he do it? He does with a 9.8. Crazy Canuck will be moving on. Okay, next up we got Bruce over there in the number 26 over in lane 1. Number 13, Mr. Dark, lane 2. Battled, bruised, chipped. That thing went like 3 feet in the air over there at Chaos Canyon, shooting out of that booster and up the hill. Took out some bogans. Thing's been through it. Bruce with a 9.2 to a 9.9. Wow. Okay, Mr. Dark needs to beat a 1.492 if he wants to move on. And not going to happen. 9-1 down by Bruce. Bruce moving on. Okay, we're getting right down to it here. We got over in lane 1, we got Puff lane 2, we got Spody Odie. See which one of these two is quicker. Getting faster, 9.0 to a 9.4, and getting closer. Okay, Spody Odie better hit the scramble button. He's a hit of 1.490 or better. He wants to take out Puff. Not happening. Puff's moving on with an 8.9. Good job. Okay, getting down here to the nitty gritty. Crazy Canuck over there in lane 1. Bruce in lane 2. Let's see it. Well, Bruce taking this one with a 15 flat to an 0.1. Close race. Wow. Okay, Crazy Canuck needs to pull a 1.50 or better if he wants to move on. Not gonna happen. Bruce taking this one with a 9.3. He'll be moving on. Okay, this next pairing is to see who goes to face Lando in the final. You got Bruce over there in lane 1, Puff in lane 2. The loser will go up against old Big Chuck for the 3rd or 4th. Puff with an 8.6 to a 9.0. Let's swap. Time to beat 1.486. Laid down by Puff. Puff taking this one with an 8.8 to a 9.1. And we're moving on. Okay, so there's your final. Not really surprised with Lando and Puff being up in there, but I'm kind of surprised that there's nobody like Mr. Dark or Crazy Canuck or Big Mike, Laro. There's a lot of good builders that just maybe had some, you know, bad luck or what have not. But these two guys right here, Big Chuck and Bruce, battling it out for 3rd and 4th. Let's see it. Okay, Bruce drew lane 1. Got Big Chuck over here in lane 2. Battle for 3rd and 4th. Look at there. Good race. 9.2 to a 9.3. Big Chuck taking this one. Okay, swap lanes. Big Chuck laying down a 1.492. Let's see it. 9.2 and tying it with a 9.2 with Bruce. We'll swap lanes here. Alright, so technically Bruce should be the 3rd place contender there because he got a 9.3 in that previous match, but 9.2 tied it up. Let's go ahead and just run them one more time. Because we can. And there we go. There's the definitive answer. 9.5 to 9.6. Okay, here's your final. Got Puff over there in lane 1. Lando representing Arlo Racing in lane 2. And Lando 0.475, not quite besting his current record fast pass of 1.474. Let's swap it. Okay, it's going to be a pretty tall order here for Puff. 1.475, time to beat on this one. Not going to happen. Arlo Lando with a 1.479. You'll be taking it. Nice job. Okay, we're going to run the champ of the drag race over there in lane 1, Lando, up against yours truly, old Craigster Sr., lane 2. And he didn't get me, but he sure got me with a 7.5 to an 8.8. And since I'm a glutton for punishment, we swap lanes. Oh yeah. 7.5, consistent to an 8.2. And my car ain't running too bad, but got nothing for old Lando there. Good job. And just for S's and G's, I'm going to run my secondary, my backup car. It's another fastback, and it's got a few chipped up pieces of paint, so he must have ran it at least a couple times and just determined that the black car was faster or something. But let's try it and see. Oh, a little closer race. 7.7 to an 8.3. Alright, well, yeah, my car too, this particular one, my driver came loose, so he's rattling around in there inside the car. There was a couple cars that had some loose weights. Didn't see any axle issues. That was major. A few cars definitely could have used a rework. But yeah, it is what it is. Ran them just like I got them. Yep. 75281. Good job. And once again, the results of tonight's drag racing: Lando taking the top spot, Puff taking the second place position. You got Bruce in third, and Big Chuck in fourth. And here are the order of results from Chaos Canyon, Possum Hills race: myself, Raw Sun God, Giorgio, Mr. Dark, and Big Mike had the Speed Demon Award. So once again, thank you all for hanging out with old Craigster Sr. on this little impromptu video. Wanted to share it with y'all, and thanks for watching. We'll catch up with you all real soon. Craigster Sr. saying so long from the Sunshine State.